Hello, everyone, and thank you for waiting for the extra few minutes that I am running behind. But I had a few things I wanted to take care of before I started, so that way I wouldn't have to do it whenever we did start. So I want to thank y'all all for being here. Hi, Jay, Lisa, Marcy. So I see so far. So tonight we're going to be. I actually split it into two readings. Reason I did that is because I'm going to start doing. I know I have a lot of series that I'm doing. But I do want to start doing like Greek goddesses or gods or pharaohs, things like that. And so I kind of figured that I'd go ahead and make a section for ancient, historical figures, which would be Cleopatra in that area. So I said that I'll add other pharaohs, obviously gods, goddesses, go into Greek mythology, things like that. I thought that would be fun and cool. But I mean, that's up to y'all if that's something y'all are interested in. But again, we will be starting with Cleopatra, like I said, tonight. And then I actually started the next live for after this, and it'll go straight into Bonnie and Clyde. So, does anybody have any questions at all? It's pretty quiet. It's like crickets. Unless my chat's not moving. I don't know. I know there's been a lot of problems with the chats, and like it froze up the other day and I had to start completely over. So. Okay. So you see it then. Okay. I just want to make sure it's moving. That's all. I don't want to start doing the reading and then like the chat's not working. You know what I mean? So this was a request by I took 10 requests one day, and so Cleopatra and Bonnie and Clyde were two of them. So we're gonna go ahead and do them tonight. I took out the Tarot Grand Lux and the Legacy deck for this reading, and the reason why is because obviously the Legacy deck, as you can see, is more ancient, ancestral, and so is the Tarot Grand Lux. So the pictures go very well together. And then I also picked the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, because obviously is Cleopatra. So I want to see what she has to give us on that. And then I also used the Purpose of Life by Doreen Virtue Oracle cards. So we're going to be using all of those. And then we'll use the pendulum if we feel like we need to use it to ask any questions. So I guess if everybody's ready, then we'll go ahead and start. Sorry, I don't. My throat is so scratchy. Okay, so this is what I got from a basic rundown of Cleopatra. Now, this was obviously online, so I got the best information I can, which anything in this time is very little. It's not always accurate. So if y'all feel that, if anybody feels the need later in the comments, once the video is uploaded, to correct something, you can go ahead and do so. But this is what I found online about Cleopatra. So basically, she was born in 69 BC in Alexandria, Egypt. She was 39 years old when she died, and she was born between the 10th and 12th of August. She died between the 10th and 12th of August. I'm sorry. She was born on the 69 BC. Like I said, and then she died 10/12 August 30 BC. So, yeah, but still same place, Alexandria, Egypt. So she was buried in the tomb of Antony and Cleopatra, which was her husband. And she also had, Mark Antony was her husband from 32 BC until 30 BC. So they were married 2 years. So she did have children. She had Caesarion, like as Caesar, or it might be I don't think it's Caesaron, but it looks like Caesarion if you pronounce it that way. And then she had Cleopatra Selene II, Then she had Alexander Helos, and then this one almost looks like phlebotomy, to be honest, minus the H. Ptolemy, Philadeus is, I believe, how you pronounce it. So yeah, that's going to be her children. So she was the last active ruler of the again, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, and if I do, I greatly apologize, but obviously this is not a language that I'm familiar with. But she was last active ruler of it starts with PT, but I want to say Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. She survived. She was survived by her son Caesarion, which I believe she was supposed to be conceived by an affair with Caesar, from what I understand. So, but again, I've been trying to do the best research on it that I can. So, she was survived by her son Caesarion, or Caesarion, however you want to pronounce that, and then she was also a member of the dynasty there. She was a descendant of its founders of the same name, Ptolemy the First, or Ptolemy the First Soter, a Macedonian Greek general and a companion of Alexander the Great. That's what I'm saying. I know there's a little bit of hard language here, but again, I apologize. I'm not familiar with the language, or at least how to pronounce the names. So, but her reign, the reign lasted from 51 BC to 10 or 12 BC. So that is how long she reigned, for 21 years. And at 18 years old, she became the ruler of Egypt. So her father, again, was the Ptolemy the 12th, I believe, of Auletes. I believe it's Auletes. It's Auletes. And then her mother was Cleopatra the 6th. And she was Tryphania, aka Cleopatra, just the 5th. So you could just call her that. You don't have to call her by the last part. That's harder to say. But she basically had the affair with Julius Caesar, and after sending emissaries to Caesar's upon hearing that he liked to have affair with royal women, she went to Alexandria to him personally so that she could have an affair with him. So historian Cassius Dio recorded that she did so without telling her brother, and seductively dressed and charmed Caesar with her wit. So,
hey, Mom, I'll sleep in your room quietly.
Okay, just go lay down quietly.
Okay, Mom. I'll lay down.
And then there's going to be Plutarch theory. There's a Plutarch theory. I believe that is how it was pronounced. It alleges that she was bound inside a bed sack and was being smuggled into the palace to meet Caesar. So that is another way that they had claimed that she'd got in there to meet Caesar. So Cleopatra chose Antony as her partner to produce her further heirs, as she was deemed to be the most powerful Roman figure following Caesar's death and the assassination of him on March 15th of 44 BC in Rome. So his spouses were Cornelia, and they were married in 84 BC to 69 BC. Pompey, I believe is how you pronounce it, or Pompey, but I believe it's Pompey. And that's going to be from 67 BC to 61, and then Calpurnia, which was 59 BC to 44 BC. So that was in Rome, Italy, where I believe Antony was born. So Julius Caesar was a Roman statesman, and a general played a critical role in the demise of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. He was also a historian and an author, and a Latin prose. So he was assassinated by a group of senators on the Ides of March, March 15th of 44 BC, during a meeting at a senate and at the theater of Pompey in Rome. So he was stabbed 23 times. There was conspirators, liberators, and presented the deed as an act of tyrancy, or tyrancide, of 60 people total were in on it. So 60 people set him up, pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and start the channeling. Does anybody have any questions that they would like me to add to the questions for her as we're getting? I mean, I know that's just the rundown, but I really don't have anything besides from the time she became queen, past, present, future type thing, almost. Kind of just what she wants to tell us and how she wants to lay it out. Hey, Diary of a Mystic. How are you? And welcome to everybody in the room. Thank you for as y'all come in. If y'all can give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, and so we are getting ready to do Cleopatra, but I just was wondering if y'all had any questions of y'all's own that are within reason that I could possibly ask her. And then we will be doing Bonnie and Clyde next. We might be running a little bit behind, but we will be doing them. Hi, Rosie. How are you? It's different. I have to be honest, Marcy. But the reason I chose it is, well, actually the group chose it. Our family chose it. The True Chakra Tarot Talk family chose it. Hold on. Let me get my son in his bed because he's going to wake up the baby. Sorry. He was just moving his stuff from his room to my room because he's sleeping in my room tonight, he just said. So, yes, and a hi, Diary. So, any questions before we get started? And then or do you want to wait till after the spread and then we'll go from there? Because I'm basically going to ask how she feels as as a child, and then when she was, I think it says she was 26 when she took over the reign. 21. So she was 21 years old when she became. I don't want to say Pharaoh because I don't think it's Pharaoh. I don't know if she would be called Pharaoh. I don't know if that's pronounced right, but how many children did Cleo have with Caesar? That's going to be more of a number thing. I can guess some numbers on that for you, but I can't really do that with tarot. But I can write that down as a question. That's a good one, though, Lisa. I think a lot more than one. I think that's for damn sure, to be honest. All right, so we have that. Just remind me, I got it written down right here. I got it like a star next to it, but, you know, the memory of a goldfish. So, did she kill herself with a snake? I didn't hear that. I don't know what her birthday. It just says 69 BC. It doesn't have a date. Now, the day she died, it said between August 10th and 12th of 30 BC. So that's when she died. So she was like in Leo season when she died. So I'm guessing she was around Leo season when she was born. That's usually how it works. An English teacher. Stop it. All right, I'm getting started on the reading, y'all. So we're going to call in Cleopatra, basically. We're going to call in the Cleopatra the 7th. I'm not going to keep trying to pronounce names that I can't pronounce. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, as y'all are coming in, if y'all are interested in the video, I greatly appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. Like I said, we are going to be calling in Cleopatra. Like I said, and we're going to call on her spirit guides. Anybody that had anything to do with it at the time or that might know more about the situation, so that we can get a clear guide on what it is that was going on during that time. So we're going to ask what it was like when she was young, We're going to ask what it was like once she became. Basically, she became the ruler of Egypt at 21, or excuse me, 21. She was dead before 41. But 1 year old. And but yeah, we're just gonna ask her some questions real quick. So yes, that's a great point, Jay. If you ever notice when people die, they usually die weeks within their birthday, or at least 2 to 3 months within their birthday, if you've ever noticed. And I've never said that, but that's amazing. Like I thought that was interesting that you said that, because I was thinking that, and that's why I said it was probably close to her birthday, because usually you'll die very close to your birthday, within 3 months, give or take, most of the time. And that's pretty much everybody I've known in my life. That's how it's been. So basically, when she was coming in as a kid, she had a happy childhood. So she did, of course. She was basically born into royalty where she lived. So she had whatever she wanted. She had all the cups. She had all the abundance. She had all the emotions. She had all the material things. She had everything she wanted. All she had to do was call for it, right? So let's go ahead and see how else she felt about becoming a ruler young, and how she felt about it when she was young. I think she kind of knew something wasn't going to go right from the time she was young. I think that, well, maybe not go right, but maybe she felt like when she was young, if she had to rock this tower and blow it up to get what she wanted, then she was going to, because that's how she was taught, I feel, when she was growing up. A cute card. Yeah, it's usually close to their birthdays, or like you said, a couple months, give or take, but it's usually close to your birthday. So let's go ahead and see the tower. Why is the tower here? For how she felt. And this might have been whenever she got ready to become the yeah, she started, this is when she's in her early 20s. So this is when she became the ruler of Egypt. She has the sword, so that shows she is the ruler. She is a page, so she is between her 20s and 30s, and she was 21 when she became the ruler. So that is why she is there. So that is her. And it does look like a girl. And she has a sphinx, like a bird. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not a sphinx is not a bird. She has a bird on her shoulder, but she has sphinx within her photos, and those do have something to do with I don't know if they helped her power. I'm not really sure how that worked. I didn't get to look into it yet. Why? I know sphinx played a lot in that culture, but she's always got pictures surrounded by sphinx. So let's go ahead and see how she felt whenever she was ruling. She felt that she could be mischievous, and she could do these things like go around and have affairs and not be a big deal. With the star in reverse, she felt like I'm kind of the ruler of Egypt, and if I want to sleep with somebody, then I'm going to do it. If I want to be mischievous, then I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. So let's see how that got her into the position she was in. Why is the star in reverse here for her energy? Because it's Ten of Swords. So by her acting this way, this is what got her, this is basically how she passed. Again, she had the Ten of Swords come in for the behavior that she was displaying with the star in reverse. So they were going to end the cycle because it was not a good cycle. Yeah, I agree, Jay. She was nuts. So let's go ahead and see the Ten of Swords. Yeah, she did it because of, the Four of Coins, because she was not letting go of her riches and her status. So she figured if she had to sacrifice the other ones, then she would. So that's how I feel about it. She's like, this is my shit. I'm holding on to it. And if y'all got to put y'all in a box and drop y'all in the ocean, then I'm gonna. That's kind of how I feel about the card when I look at it. So let's see how she feels now, where she is. And about what happened, basically. How do you feel now where you are and about what happened? she is feeling very Four of Cups-ish in reverse. So she is actually feeling that the grass is or she's not wanting something that she can't have anymore. She feels like she's already had it, so she's over it. So she's not really worried about the experience, to be honest. I think she, like I said, she's handling it very, very well, to be honest. So let's see why she has a Four of Cups in reverse. Because the Knight of Coins came in reverse and basically, I think, kind of told her to get over her shit and stop feeling sorry for herself with the Four of Cups. Because this is like wanting something you can't have. And he's like, get over it. Like, you put yourself in that position by kind of like sleeping around and being the way you were. So now you got the Knight of Coins coming in really fast. And they're basically taking the earthly realm from her because of her behavior. So that's how she's looking at it. She feels like she was pulled from the earthly realm for behavior that she felt that men were able to do. And she didn't think that was fair. So let's see why the Knight of Coins is here. All right, so the Hierophant. So after she passed, she does feel she is with God now, or Source, whichever she believes in. I mean, I know she is considered... Cleopatra. I mean, she's again. I don't know if it's. I believe it's a pharaoh, but it's. I think it's spelled a bit different. But either way, she was a ruler, so she was looked at as someone who knew right from wrong. She was all knowledge. She was holy. She was everything that you were supposed to be. So that's what I'm saying. Like that. So she is now trying to show that in the spiritual realm. That she realizes that she didn't exercise that as much as she should have when she was here. So, we'll wait to those questions when we're done. Marcy, we don't, I'll do questions when I'm done with the spread. So, we're going to go ahead and clarify though real quick. Does anybody else though, do y'all have questions? I mean, y'all can go ahead and drop the questions, but I'm just saying I'll answer them at the end. So if I miss them, just remind me. No, you're fine. I just don't want to get out the energy that I'm in with her. So, I wanted to kind of ask other questions after. Otherwise, I feel like it kind of gets confusing and throws you off and gets mixed signals. I thought you said you read, Marcy. You said you had done some readings and you got some stuff read. I didn't know you were new to this. So, this was the Six of Cups. So she had the Six of Cups as a child. Why do you feel the Six of Cups as a child? Because she had everything she wanted pinnacle-wise. There was more than enough pinnacles. She was happy with it, and she enjoyed it. So, she was able to reap her harvest whenever she wanted, and that's what she did whenever she needed to. So like you're just learning like daily spreads or like past present spreads kind of thing. I remember the other day you were saying you got a lot of the same cards that I did for a reading, so that's why I didn't know. But the High Priestess in reverse. So basically the Tower is coming out because she showed herself. She showed that she was seductive. She showed that she played in the dark and the light, and so that she showed with the Tower that she had to come out of that energy. So she had to, like I said, this is when she had to become the queen, or whatever they consider the Pharaoh of Egypt, Cleopatra the Seventh. She was the ruler of Egypt. I'm going to stick to the ruler of Egypt because next is the Page of Swords, which means that is when she took on the law side of it. So now we see the Sun. It's in reverse, even though it's in the Sun. She really didn't want. I don't think she wanted to. I don't think she was excited about taking on that role. I thought you meant something else, Jay. I was like, what? The star. So why is the star here? So, the Nine of Wands. So the star is here because of the Nine of Wands. So that means the star is saying that there was a lot of mischievousness going on whenever she was ruling, and that it did cause a battered and beaten experience for the people around her and her as well as her. So she is saying that she felt not only physically battered and beaten, but I think a bit mentally too. So let's see why the Ten of Swords is here. Because the Fool came out. So the Fool is out in reverse with the Ten of Swords. So by them thinking that if they ended this cycle, that they thought they would have a brand new start. So I think this is, again, I want to say, wasn't she like assassinated, or they thought she was? I don't know. I don't think she died of a natural death. I don't remember. But I should have remembered because I did the case just now. But either way, I kind of feel like they kind of stabbed her in the back with an immature energy, the Fool. So why is the Four of Coins here? I kind of feel that's why they did it too, because they wanted the Four of Coins. So there's two cards. It's going to be the Three of Coins and the Six of Cups in reverse. So once they came forth with the Four of Coins and she had passed, she no longer felt the happy childhood she felt in the very beginning. So the Six of Cups are reversed now for her. And she's saying it's reversed because she felt like she tried to make it run like a well-oiled machine, the city, but it did not. So that's probably why it went into reverse, because she was feeling not bad, but she felt like she had failed things. So it's like she's been stabbed in the back, but she's looking right at it. It's like, it's almost like she's the person stabbing, like she's taking it out on herself. Why is the Four of Cups here in reverse? So how you feel now? She's the Magician in reverse. So she is, with the Four of Cups in reverse, she is trying to manifest things that don't really need to be manifested at this point. Or at least when she passed. Or she felt other people were doing it to her. But somebody was manifesting something that didn't need to be manifested. But I feel like others were maybe accusing of things that were not happening. So who is the Knight of Coins, and why is he here? It's going to be Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Well, who are they and why are they here? Because they tried to put down the battle for her, but I think that she did not take their help, and that's kind of what ended up happening. So I think she's wishing now that she took their advice. So that's why she's feeling the Hierophant energy now. The all-knowing, the goodness, the Lord. Yeah, she's saying, there again, here's the three. It's in reverse here, and it's upright here. So she's saying there is something of three that should have worked out right, but it didn't. And then I want to say there's another three card somewhere in here. But she is saying that she knows that things did not run like they should have ran, and that it was a three-party thing. So it wasn't just her. Like you said, it could have been, well, not like you said, but it could have been the Julius Caesar thing, and then the children and all kinds of stuff. I don't know, but she had a lot of stuff going on, needless to say. And she was mischievous. She very much was. She was very high priestess, Pisces, in the dark energy. So she is very much admitting to that. So we're going to pull the Goddess card for her and see what she has to say, because, again, she is a goddess, technically. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Natalie. How are you? How are you doing, Jeannie? So we're doing the the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So we're going to see what she has to say about that. What she wants us to know about her goddess energy. What she carried when she was here on Earth, basically. All right, she gave out 2. So she is basically saying, Diana, focused intention. So when she was here, she was very focused on what she did. And I think that was very clear on how she handled the situation of what she was doing. So keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target and you will mark it. So that's exactly how she was. I mean, she was Cleopatra. So whatever she wanted, she got. And it was like a target, exactly like it says. And then she has... I believe it's pronounced Irene, peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. So again, this is where I feel like she had a lot of children. I mean, she had children. I think she tried to mother them the best that she could. But she wants people to know that everything is working out as beautifully as it possibly can and to bring peace to situations. And that's what she tried to do at certain times. So we're going to ask her about her life's purpose. I don't know, Jay. I think it was Cobra. All right, so we're going to ask her what her life purpose was that she wants to share. She gave out 3, so I'll let her do the 3. So she is saying artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career in every other area of your life. So I don't know if she is artistic, but she is saying to others that art can help you grow yourself and grow your abilities if you are trying to do so. So the next one, she has a study, reading, research, and education to help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. I think she's talking about herself. I think this is why she was such a good ruler, because I think she spent so much time studying and making sure that she was a good ruler. But she is saying to give light and love to other people. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. So if you're not doing that, then you're not doing your job. And that is what she is saying as a ruler. So that is going to be the reading for her. That is going to be Cleopatra's. And then we have Bonnie and Clyde's coming up next. So I think that one's at 10:30. So I was wondering if I'll have any questions about this one. Yeah, I don't either. Some are called goddesses, and then some are called pharaohs, and then I thought it would be like, maybe I'm thinking like, I don't know. I don't want to sound, I'm not going to say it wrong, but all I know is if pharaohs were men, from what I understand, unless I'm getting it wrong, I would think there's another name for women, but it looks like it's spelled the same. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong or what, but again, I'm sure somebody will make a comment about it and correct it. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. She actually has a very, very mild energy. She knew that she would get what she wanted. She knew that she was a ruler, so that wasn't the problem. I think sometimes it's just that she got antsy with what was going on around her and the people around her. So I think she would do things to kind of poke, a little bit, because she didn't really have anything, not anything else to do, which she probably didn't. Everybody did everything for her. But she actually is a very pleasant energy to sit in. She's not negative whatsoever. Hello, Carissa. How are you? I thought you were at the pool still. You said you were going to spend the whole day at the pool, so I didn't want to bother you. Rex said hi. He said, when are you going to come over so I can sit in front of your face again, Carissa? He misses you. He likes to stare at your face. Look, he's doing it now. He's like, hi, Carissa. I want you to come back over so I can stare at you. So, do y'all have any questions about Cleopatra? And then the next live we're getting ready to do in like 30 minutes is going to roll over to Bonnie and Clyde. Right? She's spending the whole summer at the pool. Lucky her, right? My pool's still shut down where I live. Yes, Rex is right here. He said, hello, ladies. I'm Rex Frederick Belvedere, and I'm a good boy. He's like, leave me alone, Mom. But that's Rex. And now he's back up here again. So, but again, that's going to be for Cleopatra. So if y'all have any questions about that, y'all can ask it, or we can just kind of go ahead in a little bit, take a pause, take a break, and move on to the next one. It is totally up to y'all. Oh, did you? That butted me. Cat hair in my mouth. Oh, yeah, he is. I just don't know what it is. It's like he's trying to, like, tell me something. What's wrong, baby? What you see? Something that shouldn't be there? Is there something that shouldn't be there? Hi, Chai Chai. How are you? And I agree with Carissa. Good. Enjoy your summer at the pool with your friends and your family. Because that's what you would want. Come on, stop it. Let's see. Well, I'm sure he is. Because, I mean, if they were married, then they're going to be, and they're buried in the same tomb together. So, yes, it's very soon. Fuck. I'm sorry if it's muted. Rex keeps freaking walking across the damn. That's what I'm saying. Like, he keeps walking across the keyboard. So I don't even know if y'all heard anything that I said. I heard the F-bomb, fuck. Right? Well, that's not brand new for me. But, basically it said that Cleopatra was in the tomb with her husband in death, and that they were together for that reason. So no, that's fine. Like I said, I realized it was on. Hold on. Hello. Okay, sorry. That was just somebody else letting me know the volume blanked out again because my cat's all over my keyboard and my mouse. But again, she had a death card with him and the Four of Pentacles and then holding on to everything. So basically, they're all about holding on to their past and then being related to royalty with the Pentacles, and that they are buried together in the tomb. So yes, they are together. I don't know. The cat's always muting the computer, always. And I don't even notice it. And I'm just talking and talking and talking. I think Kitty's like he's staring at something. I don't even know what he's staring at. He is psychic. He is. I'm not even kidding. Like, if he thinks there's something not right with the computer or somebody within it, then he will hang around. Hear him? Yep. Yeah, right? He misses sitting in front of your face constantly while we're talking. Like, the whole time you and I are trying to talk, he's like sitting right in the middle of us. And I'm like, Rex, I cannot see her with your face in the way. And I was like, can you please move over? He does. He feels when people come in and they're being negative, and they're and like a lot of times when people come in being trolls, it's not that anybody here is at the time or anything like that. So no offense to anybody. But when it gets out of control, he's out of control. Like with it, like he's all over the computer. Like he knows that people are here that ain't supposed to be here. So yeah, right, Jay. They'll probably add that feature soon. So again, let me see. Trying to see if I have what time the other one's scheduled for. If y'all have any questions, because here comes Rex again. And put cat ass in your face. All right, so yeah, he loves you. He's all over you that night when we were cooking. Like, goddamn, I was like, you couldn't even make the food because he was all up in your like all up in your lap and stuff. We need to do that again because that was good. You and Cliff, like that was amazing. It's really good food. Right? I know. That's what I'm saying. He steps on the keyboard, and if it's like if the mouse is over the mute button, it just mutes it, and I don't even notice it. So it was like there's really not much I can do about it. Well, not much I can do about it, but I don't notice until people are like, hey, I can't hear you. And I'm like, oh shit, it's muted. But let's see, we're going on 45 minutes. So is there any other questions that y'all have for Cleopatra at this moment? Yeah, he's basically my shadow constantly. I mean, which is good, but it's like every now and then, it's like a toddler. It's like you just want to go to the bathroom or take a bath by yourself, and he's just like, nope, not having it. Like he'll body slam the door and bust it open, and it scares the crap out of me because I think it's a person, but it's just him. He's like, are you taking a bath without me being in the bathroom? God forbid. He has no personal Thank you, Caressa. No personal fucking boundaries. This cat is all up in your shit 24, and I love him to death, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I can be in the bathroom, no BS. And the bathroom door will slam open, and I'll get scared as crap because I think somebody's slamming it open, and it's him. And he just like looks at me through the curtain like, are you done yet? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh. So it's like, yeah, no boundaries whatsoever. Like none of them. Like, Good morning, Manon. I'm actually getting ready to start Bonnie and Clyde next. So we're actually finishing up on any questions for Cleopatra. It's like we're getting about ready to go on an hour, so I want to take a short break in between, so that way I can kind of get him fed and chilled out a little bit more, so that way maybe he's not constantly walking across the computer. For the next one, we can ask her a few questions. Does anybody have questions for her with the pendulum? I'll do like 5 minutes of that if y'all would like. And I'm asking her right now if she's here with her spirit guides, and she's saying yes. So I'm going to take that for what it is. Thank you. My mother actually got it for me, and I love it. It's the best pendulum I've ever had. But how does she regret cheating with Caesar? No. She doesn't regret cheating. Well, I don't think it was like really cheating then. It almost seems like everybody did that kind of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. So, how did you feel about becoming the ruler of Egypt at 21? Were you happy? No. She wasn't happy about it. Were you happy with your marriage to Antony? Yes. Very strongly, yes. She was very happy with it. Do Cleos love the life she had? Okay, I got you. Did Cleopatra love the life that she lived? Yes. Very strongly, yes. Oh, good. I'll let her know, Carissa. Because she was like, oh my gosh, I hope I didn't offend her by getting her the gift. I was like, no. I was like, she loves like that kind of stuff. Whoops. I dropped Thor. I was like, no. I was like, she wouldn't be offended by the tiger's eye. I was like, I'm sure she loves it. You know, like they love that kind of stuff, her and Cliff. And but I'll let her know because I think she thought maybe that she maybe hurt your feelings by giving it like to you a little bit. I don't know. Does she regret doing suicide? Do you regret committing suicide? No. She doesn't regret it. She would do it. I mean, ask her. Would you commit suicide again? Yep. She don't regret it and she'd do it again. And that's some shit. Oh, does she? Well, I need to get that picture to you when I come to you. I'm bringing the picture and I'll get another one. I'll get another tiger's eye. I'll bring the picture and the tiger's eye. Hi, Becca Boo. Loves you. How are you? Let me see. I don't know how close we're running into the next one. If we run over into the next live stream and y'all still want to carry over, that's up to y'all. If we run out of time, I guess we can always Bonnie and Clyde tomorrow. It'll just depend on when it ends. I don't know how many people are going to be coming in or not. I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for asking. But again, right now we're doing a pendulum question, which is basic yes, no, maybe, or unsure. So if y'all have any questions for Cleopatra that you would like as a yes, no, maybe, or unsure, then this would be the time to ask it. No, you're fine, Becca Boo. It really wasn't directed towards you. It was just saying anybody coming in the room, as Sabrina is. Hi, Sabrina. How are you? Did she commit suicide? Okay, because that is, yeah, they said she did, but let's see if she did. I think a way to there we go. Hold on. My hair's in the way. Did you commit suicide? She said no. But then she just said she didn't regret. Hold on. Do you regret? Did you commit suicide? No. She's saying she didn't. Hold on. You said that you didn't regret it. Did the person who killed you regret it? No. So it's not that she didn't regret it, the person didn't regret it. So that's a little bit different. Yeah. What's your question, Becca? Well, she says she didn't commit suicide, but I'll ask her if she was murdered. Were you murdered? Can you tell us, Cleopatra, with your spirit guides, if you were murdered? Yes. She's saying she was. Was it a man? Yeah, I think she does. Yeah, that's why she doesn't regret it, because she didn't do it. Exactly, Carissa. Thank you. Not that anybody else missed that, but I'm just saying, I'm glad somebody else caught that. She doesn't regret it because she didn't do it. Somebody else, that's a good question. Was it a man? Did a man kill you? Did a man murder you? Yes. Was he hired or employed? No. He was not. Were you poisoned? Were you poisoned? Yes. Did she kill her siblings? Did you kill your siblings? Did you kill your siblings? Yes. Strong yes, she did. They said she was murdered and it covered up by Romans as a suicide. Yes. Yes. She is saying that she doesn't regret it because she didn't do it. Somebody else killed her. Sorry, that was my cat in my sink turning the water on. I'm sorry. Was Elizabeth Taylor reincarnated? It's Elizabeth Taylor? Did you reincarnate as Elizabeth Taylor? No, she didn't. She didn't look like her. I could ask again.
Hey, Mom, I'll sleep in your room quietly.
Andrew, leave the door open.
Okay, Mom, I will.
Okay, go lay down.
I really want to keep it closed.
We gotta leave it cracked open.
Okay, Mom, I will.
All right, we're gonna ask again.
That's fine.
Was she reincarnated as Elizabeth Taylor? No, she's still saying no. Yeah, I mean, it could. It could. Sometimes I think people just look like people. Like, I did a reading that I was talking with Diary of a Mystic about, and I actually looked at that same reading that we talked about that person about. I don't know if you're in here, but it uploaded 5 times all of a sudden. So I don't know if I want to delete it still or not, but I thought that was weird. There was only one upload, and I went to look for the last 2 days, and it's been uploaded 5 times in a row. So I think there's something really creepy with that dude with that hat and the mustache that looks like Brad Pitt. I think I need to get rid of that video because a little bit creepy. Did she love her killer? Did you ever at some point love your killer? No. She didn't. She's probably an enemy the whole time. Does Jason have any regret or guilt for breaking my heart? That's not the same thing right now. That would be more of a personal question, which you can use super chat for or like the links and stuff, because that's more of like a personal question. And this is more of a reading. No, she didn't love her killer. She just said she didn't. Should I ask again for you, Manon? Did you love your killer? No, she didn't. Are you her reincarnated? I'm just curious. Because she's already said twice that she didn't love her killer quite clearly and swung it very hard. But you're saying she is saying yes, that she did. So I'm curious, are you using your pendulum and she's answering you? Or are you just trying to start problems? Want to see Mark set it up? Welcome to the real world, right? Did Mark set up the whole thing? He said she's saying no at first. Did Mark set up the whole thing? No. She said no twice now. He didn't set it up. I'm asking if he loved her. I think we're asked that. Did you and Mark Anthony actually love each other? Did y'all really love each other? Yes, they did. So no, it wasn't anything like that. So all right, so let's see what else is going on. Did one of Caesar's men's do it? Okay. So then we're in the chat in about 10 to 15 minutes actually 10, because I'm going to go ahead and do the next channeling for Bonnie and Clyde, and then we're going to go ahead and then move on from that. So, did Caesar send a male to do it? Did Caesar send one of his males? She's saying she's not sure or she doesn't know. I'm sorry, I coughed. I'll start it again. Do you know if it was one of Caesar's men that did it, or do you know if it was one of Caesar's men that did it? She's still swinging it in circles. She doesn't know if he was with him, but she does know that it was a male that picked her out. Was it one of Octavian's men? Did one of Octavian's men come in and murder you? Yes. Yes, Jay. It's Octavian's man. Or one of the men came in and did it. It's swinging very hard. As you can see, my hand's not moving. It's about to smack me in my chin. So she's very strong with that. She is saying it is an Octavian man that killed her. So we can do one or two more questions with the pendulum, and then we're going to go ahead and end it so we can go ahead and move on to Bonnie and Clyde. I'm going to take a short break, obviously, and then we'll move on to Bonnie and Clyde. Was a hard yes. Very hard yes. That shit almost hit me in my chin. I'm going to ask again. Was it one of Octavian's man that had anything to do with your murder? Very hard yes. My hand is not moving. My arm is not moving. My mouth is moving. But I'll even move it over here so you can see I'm not blowing on it. Octavians did it. It's about to hit me in my chin again. Is that not a hard yes? I think that's as hard as you can possibly get it. All right, so that is going to be the last pendulum question for this one before we go ahead on to Bonnie and Clyde next. Does anybody have any questions about this reading? And then we'll go ahead and burn the evil be gone and all that stuff like we normally do. 1 second. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and smudge out my cards before we move on to the next reading, which is coming up very soon. All right. As you can see, I'll smudge them out. Sorry, I won't be reading any comments while I do this real quick because this is very important as a part of the process to cleanse it and the area around you. So I'll do the smudging bowl again. So then we'll be moving on to Bonnie and Clyde next. Like I said, we'll go ahead and end this stream here because I think it starts at 10:30. So oh yeah, here we go. Bitch be gone spray. Oh, and singing bowls. Bitch be gone sprays because we don't need no bitches around us because we don't need to deal with that shit. So bitches be gone. Don't interrupt our readings. It just seem to go so well so far tonight. So the next one we have is Hot Damn. So this is all going to be good luck sprays. You can spray it on yourself. As much like it's a body incense spray, you can use it on your body. The other two, you cannot. So, and then you have the Rich Bitch spray. So if you want to be a rich bitch, then you just tune into this spray. And this will make you rich. And then we'll go ahead and do our singing bowl before we move on to Bonnie and Clyde. Trying to make sure there ain't nothing else I can throw in before I sign out. But that is everything that is going to go ahead and benefit us in the best way. We smudged. We did the singing bowl. We went ahead and burned the incense. So we did clear the air and we did the sprays. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Bonnie and Clyde within the next few minutes. I hope y'all can all make it. I do too, Lisa. I love the outfits. Love them. Which ones do you want to know where I get at? The sprays, the incense, or the sprays I get at a local shop, but I can put the C on Amazon if she sells them on there. But as far as the incense, I buy those from Amazon, and they're on my wish list. Me too. I love those big poofy dresses with like the poodles on them and shit. I don't even know if that was the 20s. I don't know when the hell that was, but I feel like I lived there for a while. Maybe it was the 40s, 50s. I don't know. I feel like I've lived a whole lot. like no like bull s. Like I feel like I lived a whole lot of lives. I think that's why I don't want to come back no more. 50s. Maybe it's the 50s. I don't know, when Peggy Sue got married, if you ever watched that movie, that's when I think I lived. I feel like I lived when the sprays. The sprays are from a local shop near me. Like I said, I'll look on my Amazon to see if they sell them there, but I can't guarantee you that they do. I don't know. That is just and actually where the shop I have, they don't sell things like online like that, from what I know. You have to go to, it's a family owned business. So I can look though. I fucking love Peggy Sue Got Married. My middle name is Sue, and that movie was made for me. I am Megan Sue that never got married. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't believe I just said that. That was so stupid. I'm the Megan Sue that never got married. It's cool though. I'm 34 too. I'm like, do I even want to get married at this point? I kind of like being I mean, Oh, you're welcome, Marcy. I'll look and see online on where I live if they sell stuff online, and I'll let you know, and I'll add it the store actually to my about section because I love the store and everything they sell is completely legit and beautiful. So yeah, I know that was a really stupid, annoying giggle though, and I'm sorry. I just couldn't believe I said I don't even fucking know what is that anymore. I'm just. It's been a rough month, y'all. So it's time to make fun of some other people and move on and have fun, I feel like. So, or not other people, but make fun of the whole situation and just move on. You know, because nothing's benefiting from not. Yeah. Doesn't I think it's funny when people joke about people never being married. It's like there's nothing wrong with that. It's like they will brag forever, like in memes, about how like you should never have kids. Having kids is the best love that I've ever had in my whole life. Like, and I'm not saying if you haven't had kids, then you can't miss something you never have had. That's to be truthful. But the thing is, I'm saying when people try to go, oh well, everybody who has kids, well, you can't sleep in late and da 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 da. Well, guess what? You know, I have a whole nother love that you'll never experience because you'd rather go out to the bars all night long, get fucked up, and then you don't want to wake up in the morning early and be a mom or a dad. So, single like a prig. Diary of a mistake. I'm so glad everybody here tonight is so positive. I haven't had that in so long, and I really appreciate it. And thank y'all, everybody, for being here and supportive. And I really, really appreciate it. So, like I said, we'll go ahead and move on to Bonnie and Clyde next. I know I said we were having fun. And but we will continue to do that in the next live, like I said, which is in like actually probably right now. So we'll probably schedule it for 10 minutes from now. And then we'll go ahead and go into Bonnie and Clyde. So right? I think I'm picking up Cleopatra's energy. Like the comp, you know, like I don't know. Not the confidence, but the playfulness. She was very playful. You could tell that by that. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out because I know the next one's already started, I believe. Like I said, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get situated because I gotta switch cards out for the deck because of who it is and what's going on. So we will go ahead and switch those decks out, and then I will be with y'all in about 10 to 15 minutes. So y'all enjoy y'all's quick potty break or snack break or whatever it is that y'all need to do, and then I will see y'all in just a few. So thank you for everybody who is here, and then I will see you in about 10 to 15 minutes for Bonnie and Clyde. So y'all